Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about how to conduct an interview. And I'm not going to get into the technicalities of it all, like what audio gear to use, what camera systems to use, or what lighting systems to use. It's just going to be about the interview itself. Well, let's start off by briefing them. In the brief, you're going to want to let them know that you intentionally are going to leave long pauses for them to think and answer the question. And if they don't want to answer the question, they have every right to say that they don't want to answer that question, just to set good boundaries. Now, for testimonials and for doc work or something like that, it's a little more important that you let the people speak. What I mean with that is you let them finish their thought and just endure silence. It's easier said than done, but a lot of people sometimes have very short answers, and if you let them breathe and think for a minute, they will refine their answer and say more, or they'll just keep talking, and then you'll find those golden nuggets of what you're actually looking for. Then you want to brief them on repeating the question back as an answer. So if you ask them, "What is your name?" they should repeat back, "My name is." Or, "What made you start XYZ?" They answer with, "I started XYZ because," just to kind of get a feel of how to answer those questions. So then you just start the interview by asking them who they are, what they do, just to kind of get the ball rolling and start to flow into the interview. Now let's get to the questions. With the questions, the best thing for you to do is to know where you're getting at. This doesn't mean asking loaded questions. It means, what are you trying to tell with this interview? So you need to know where you're starting and where you're going to end with the interview. Sometimes you don't know that, but you kind of need a direction or an arc which you're trying to get at. Kind of think of the questions as signposts and not as train tracks. So you kind of know where you're going along, but also let the interviewee flow with his answers, and maybe he'll just answer a lot of those questions without you even having to ask them. Or you get follow-up questions that pop into your mind while you're asking questions, and then you can hang yourself onto those because you kind of feel that there's a good direction in which you're going. Try sticking to open-ended questions and no pointed questions. What I mean with that is, don't ask in the sense of, "Don't you think that?" or "Wouldn't you say that?" That kind of leads them into a direction that they might not even want to go in, but they do it anyway because of their subconscious. Ask them questions like, "Tell me about that," or "How did that feel for you?" or "Walk me through what happened. What changed after that?" Those kinds of questions. Also, please avoid double barrels. That means asking two questions directly after each other. Try sticking to one question at a time so that the person can actually answer that question. Try guiding them through the story with your questions, but still avoid leading questions. And when you're asking the questions, ask for details so that you can build the story. Try to avoid saying yes, okay when you're interacting with the person, because that will be heard and it will interrupt the flow of the person speaking. Stick to non-verbal cues. Look them in their eyes, nod, make sure that they understand that you're listening and you're responding, but don't actually talk or make any sounds. What also could be very important is jargon check. Check what the person is saying and make them explain it in layman's terms so that everyone can understand what they're talking about. If it's something in like the medical field, make them try and explain it in a way that someone that's not in the medical field would understand it. Same goes for cars, for sports, whatever it is, so that everyone that watches the video understands what is being said. This next point is very important, and this is emotions. Be a human first. Don't worry about what it looks like on camera or what the people are saying. If there are emotions and there needs to be a break, take that break. Offer some water, take care of the person you're talking with. And then remind them that they can pass a question or restart a question anytime they want to. Then to wrap it up, ask them if there's anything they'd like to say that you missed, because maybe they have something on their mind that they want to share, but you never asked that specific question, so they never went into what they wanted to say there. If there's a key line that they said and you really liked it, ask them to repeat that again just so you have a safe shot of that or a safe recording of that. And to wrap it up, ask them to state their name and role as they would like to have it on screen, so you know exactly how they would want to be presented. You can also do that in writing after the interview, but this way you also have a recording of it and it's a lot easier and a lot quicker. I hope you enjoyed this video and you could learn something from it. Let me know in the comments if there's maybe something that I missed for doing interviews, or if there's something that you learned in this video and what it was. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want more content like this. I will see you in the next one. Bye.